George says you got a letter here from the draft board, and that's greetings from President Harry S. Truman. You are now property of the United States government. You will be inducted into the military service at Tazewell on January 10th, 1952. And the ship we went over on, it had 5,600 GIs and 600 crewmen. It was a big ship. We sailed from Seattle, Washington to Yokohama, Japan. And from Yokohama, Japan, we sailed in a small ship to Busan, Korea. And we left in Incheon, a little bit north of Seoul. So I was stationed at Yeongdeung-po. That's the name of the...
What's the name?
Yeongdeung-po. Yeah. But Yeongdeung-po now is a suburb of Seoul. I went from advanced training to the war zone. Well, no, I took survival training in Korea. We had a week of survival training in case you get captured. That's mandatory for everybody. I had 4 jobs. I did all the code work. I was assistant postmaster. I was a company runner, and I was a sergeant of the guard. I had 4 duties. 24/7. You didn't have no Sunday. You were never off in the war zone. You was on duty 24 hours, 7 days a week. Where we were, it got as low as 40 below zero. We had warm clothing, but you had to wear so much you looked like a bear. We wore wool shirt and wool pants. Over top of that, we had fatigue shirt and fatigue pants. Over top of that, we had a field jacket. Over top of that, we had a parka with the cover your head and with the fur around your face, and you had wire in it, and you would just leave enough that you could see out of. Tell you about our tea. That was one of the things that now Thelma, Carolyn's mom, used to make iced tea, and it was delicious. I could drink that big tall glass. She always lived on Cherry Street in Bluefield, West Virginia. She'd give me a big glass of that there iced tea, and I'd soak that iced tea down. Well, in Korea, they used a trash can. Galvanized trash can. They pour the water in, put the tea in it, and you stick the heater down in it and boil it, and you got your canteen cup. You got one dipper, and that was it. And it was so bitter. That was the worst tasting stuff that I ever tasted in my life. Yeah. But that turned me against tea. I can't drink tea today because of what I got in there.
Well, what was so hard too, he would write me letters and say he was hungry. He didn't have enough to eat. And he'd have me send him boxes of canned foods.
Lisa would send me. So she sent me, we had in Christmas of 1952, she sent me a fruit cake. And we had 12 men. And when I opened that fruit cake up, you know what I had? All 12, right around. I said, okay, I'm gonna take the big piece, and you're gonna get the small piece. So I took me a big hunk like that out, and then I sliced them each one asleep. And man, you talk about that. That was divine eating for the whole squad. See, all the 12 men squad was in there at the same time. But they all got a piece of the fruit cake. Children there, the barbed wire was 1 inch, 4 barbed wire, and stretched all the way around the compound with the gate guards. And the kids had beat that there wire to where they had loosened the place that they could get their hands in, and they would have any kind of a tin plate. They tried to get metal and hold, and they want you scraps to eat. They take the scraps. You have never seen anything like that. And they would holler, "GI, chop chop." GI chop chop. That was about what they want. That means they was wanting food, and you would see them every shape, form, and fashion. No legs, one leg, one hand, one eye, one arm. Every shape and form, fashion, and maimed people I seen right there. And it didn't take long to see it. It's terrible. People don't know what, well, just like most people in this country don't know what war is. It's terrible.